welcome to this yoga practice to enhance overall well-being. So we'll begin seated and take a moment to get centered. You can go ahead and close your eyes whenever you feel ready. You're also welcome to just soften your gaze, let your eyes rest. And just begin by taking a couple of slow inhales, slow exhales. Let your body start to relax. Notice the flow of air in through your nose, out through your nose. And take a moment here to set an intention for your practice today. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. So the first thing we'll do is a little bit of movement of your face. So you'll start to squeeze your eyes shut, wrinkle your nose up, purse your lips, and just tense all the muscles of your face toward your nose as if your nose was the center of gravity. As you do this, I'll do this with you. We'll continue to breathe. And then once we hold for a few moments, we'll relax, release completely, and we'll do it 3 times total. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to make a funny face with you. Ready? First time. And keep breathing as you do this. Squinching everything up. Okay, release, let go. Okay, second time. Squeeze everything in. Good. Release, let go. Wiggle around a little bit. Okay, third and final time. Squeeze everything in toward your nose. Wrinkle your face. Bring your lips together. Squint your eyes. Okay, and release. Relax. Good. Okay, so now we'll do some eye circles. So we'll go counterclockwise 3 times and then clockwise 3 times. If this hurts your eyes in any way or doesn't feel right, you can just do 1 circle or just try it for a moment and then rest at any time, okay? So go ahead and look up with just your eyes, not your head, over to the side and down, the other side and up. Okay, second round to the side, down, over, and up. Third time around. Start to smooth the movement out. Good. Rest for a moment. Okay, and then we'll go up again with just the eyes. Over to the other side, down, over, and up. 2 more times. Start to smooth the movement out. All right, and rest. Close your eyes, let your eyes rest. And take a couple of breaths here. All right, so now we'll do a practice known as the lion's breath. And there's a couple of different components to this practice. So it's kind of a dramatic looking exercise. It stimulates circulation in your throat. It helps release and free up your voice. It improves a sore throat if you have a sore throat, bad breath, brings clarity of speech. And it's also said to strengthen one's intellect. All right, so the first component of the practice is to breathe in through your nose And then as you exhale, you'll exhale through your mouth and stick your tongue out. Excellent. Let's try it one more time. So breathe in through your nose. All right. So the second component of lion's breath practice is to involve your whole body in the exhale. So we'll get into a kneeling position. You'll place your hands on your knees with your palms down. You'll do the same lion's breath face with the tongue that we just did. And then we'll add a little bit of body movement to it. All right. So if you'd like to try the second component of this practice, you'll come into a kneeling position, breathe in through your nose, and then when you exhale, stand up on your knees, stick your tongue out. Okay, so that's the basic principle of the practice. If you really want to get into it and embody this lion's breath posture and practice, you'll really forcefully kind of exhale. You can kind of lunge and lean forward and just like let out like a roar as much as you can when you exhale with your tongue out. Okay, so let's try it together. Breathe in. And let's try it one more time. Breathe in. Great job with that. So our next exercise is to do a little face massage. So you can use the tips of your fingers or the heels of your hands to just start to massage around your jaw, up around your temple, getting around your entire face. If you want to wash your hands before you do this, please go ahead and kind of get around your hairline, following this bony structure of your forehead, around your eyes, right? You can use your heels and the hands as well here. It feels really nice. Get into your jaw, your chin. Even a little tapping, especially right here on the sinuses, feels good. And as you're doing this, your breath is natural. So we're doing this to help the facial muscles relax and to rid the face of any tension. Even pull on your ears a little bit. These types of practices might help smooth out wrinkles that result from tension in the face. Okay, let's take a couple more moments here. You can even get up into your head. Great job with that. So next are neck rolls. So you'll lower your chin to your chest and then start to move your chin around in a circle. Up, exhale, chin comes back down to the chest. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Let's go the other direction. Breathe out. You can do as many of these as you'd like. So for this next exercise, we'll come into a standing position. So we'll stand with feet comfortable hips distance apart. Make some gentle fists with your hands and just start to swing your arms forward and back. Let your arms be relaxed, elbows soft, shoulders soft. If you want to get a little bit more momentum, you can bend your elbows. Notice how I'm letting my upper body kind of go with the flow as well. And maybe you start to lift up the opposite heel. Okay? We're not coordinating movement with breath here. We're simply just letting momentum take the arms forward and back. We'll do this for about 30 seconds. If it hurts Or if you want to ease up on the movement, go ahead and bring it down a notch. Good. Maybe you want to relax the fists in your hands and just let your fingers kind of move fluidly. Couple more moments here. All right, let your arms come to your sides. Nice job. All right, so our next exercise is back on the floor and it'll be involving the shoulders. So you'll bring your fingertips to your shoulders and breathe in, bring your elbows together, expand your back as you do this. Exhale, elbows come up all the way out to the side and down. Good, breathe in. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Wonderful. Let's go the other direction. Breathe in, elbows all the way out, all the way up. You can even look up, bring them back together in front of you. Breathe in and down. And inhale and exhale. Wonderful. Next exercise are wrist circles. So you'll bring your wrists out in front of you, your hands out, and just start to move your hands side to side. You'll notice as I'm doing this, my arms are pretty straight. I'm not locking my elbows or anything like that. Just kind of want to move your wrists. Great. And then bring your thumbs into your palms and start to make some circles here. If this is tiresome, just do one at a time. You can hold under your upper arm. And I like to look at my hand here as I'm moving it around, go the other direction, just to ensure that I'm getting every little nook and cranny of that wrist involved. Let's do the other side, or just continue with both if you're doing both. And you're just breathing naturally here. So we'll do a nice overhead stretch now, and you can do this exercise sitting down or standing up, and I'll show you both. So bring your thumbs to your collarbones, snuggle your elbows in, take a breath. Good. Next time you breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades down. If that means you need to bend your elbows a little bit, go ahead and do that. It feels really good to reach your arms up. Imagine you're holding a beach ball overhead. You're lifting it up and over behind you. You're breathing naturally in and out through your nose here. At any time, you can bend your elbows, bring them back down. Okay, lower your arms and let's try it standing. All right, so standing, arms at your sides. Do a couple of shoulder rolls here. And then bring your thumbs to your collarbones. Breathe in, reach your arms straight up. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees a little bit, push down into your feet. You can even bring your palms together if you'd like. You can lift up your gaze, bring your head back a little bit. Good. Let's take one more breath. And slowly lower your arms. Nice work. So again, this next one can be done either seated or standing, and it's just a side bend. Okay, so bring one thumb to your collarbone, elbows snuggled in there. Inhale and reach that arm up overhead. Bring your other hand next to you, can come onto the ground or grab a block and put your hand on the block. So arm goes up overhead, then just a little side bend over to one side. You can close your eyes, tuck your chin a little bit, right? And you might want to go a little bit deeper so you can lower your hand to the floor or to the lower part of the block. Sometimes it's nice to bring your elbow onto the block. You can even take that hand behind your head and kind of bring your head back a little bit. And so the side of your body that you're opening up here, take a nice big inhale into that space. Good, let it go. And then we'll come up and we'll go to the other side. Okay, so again, with your block or hand on the floor, thumb to collarbone, breathe in. And exhale. And tuck your chin a bit, maybe elbow to the block. Good, you can bring that hand behind your head, opening up. And breathe into this whole side that you're starting to open. Good. All right, let's come back to center and just rest for a moment. All right, so let's do the side bend standing now. So bring your feet a little wider than hips distance apart, thumb to collarbone, arm goes up and you lengthen this whole side. Breathe in and breathe out, leaning over to that side. Remember to keep your chin tucked a little bit, bring your head back in space. And if your fingers or arms get a little tired or tingly, just bend your elbow, bring your hand behind your head, open that elbow up. And this hand can rest right here on your hip or it can go down your leg. Stay here for as long as you like. Use your core and your strong legs to bring you back up to center. We'll do the other side. So thumb to collarbone, breathe in. And breathe out. Chin is tucked. Go down and over as far as feels good. You can even bend your knees here to give yourself a little bit more stability. Chin is tucked. Okay, use your core. Come on back to center. Great job. So now we'll move into doing an abdominal squeeze. All right. So I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see me really well here. So you'll take your feet about as wide as your yoga mat. Take your hands on your thighs. And so I like to do this with my fingertips facing out. Some people feel better with them in. Okay. So you experiment and see what feels best for you. So go ahead and relax your upper body, but your arms are going to be really strong and engaged. Relax your belly. Take a breath in. Let your belly move away from your spine. And then as you breathe out, engage your pelvic floor. Draw your navel toward your spine. Inhale. Release your navel. Relax your pelvic floor. Let's do it again. Exhale, engage your pelvic floor, draw your navel toward your spine. You could even round your back here a little bit if you'd like. Inhale, release the rounding of your low back, relax your belly and your pelvic floor. So if you're just starting this and this is new for you, do less than 5. If you've been practicing this and you've done this before, you might know what number of repetitions feels best for you. I'm going to do one more. All right. Go ahead and stand up. And just take a moment. Notice how you're feeling and breathe naturally. So for our next exercise, go ahead and find a chair, or sometimes a windowsill or a counter in a kitchen works perfectly. You want something that's pretty stable. So if your chair is just on like a wood floor like this, it'll probably move. You'll want to bring it onto your mat, okay? So we're going to do a little stretch here for the whole back of your body. And so bend your knees. You can put your hands either down on the lower part of the chair or flip it around and do the upper part. And I encourage you to, it's okay, boop. I encourage you to experiment with both, okay? So you can go ahead and walk your feet back, lower your head, bend your knees, and pull your hips back. You're letting your breath be natural. And so probably you'll feel a stretch here in your hamstrings, along the backs of your legs. Maybe you feel it in your lower back. But try to stay here for a couple rounds of breath, adjusting your feet as needed. And then when you're ready to come out, go ahead and bend your knees a lot, look up, and start to walk yourself forward. Great. Nice work. So we can use our chair for this next exercise, which is balancing on one foot, bringing your foot out in front of you and making circles with your ankle. Give the standing leg a little bend. And if you want to test your balance here, lift your hands up. You can even bring them to the center of your chest. Let's go the other direction with the ankle circles. If you want, you can do your wrist as well. Awesome. Let's do the other side. Lift that ankle out in front of you. Your free hand can come to your hip. Remember, you can also pair this with your wrist circles. Good. Other direction if you haven't done so yet. Great. And place that foot down. Turn to face your chair. Bring your fingertips to it. And if you're using a windowsill or a kitchen counter, fingertips can go there. Bring your feet about hips distance apart. And then push into your hands, lift your heels up, and try to go straight up toward the ceiling. So you're lifting your heels. Exhale, lower down. Good. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Exhale. If this feels easy for you, try it without your chair. Good. And then even still, you can raise your arms up as you raise your heels. And exhale, lower both at the same time. Let's do one more. Nice work. So for this next exercise, we'll be doing a lunge on each side. And if you have a couple blocks, I'd recommend grabbing them and perhaps also a blanket or a pillow for your knee. Okay, so you'll choose one side. You'll bring that leg in front of you. Blocks are, as you can see, directly under the wrists. And just simply bring your weight forward into this front foot and then let it drop down. Okay, take a breath in. If you want, you can come out of the lunge a little bit. And then as you exhale, bring your weight forward. I have a good amount of weight in the heels of my hands here. Right. And if you'd like to, you can tuck your back toes under and lift that knee for a little bit of a deeper stretch. All right, let's do the other side. So again, we're going to go forward and then down, push into your hands, try to keep your chest lifted. And if your hands are on the ground here, you might come up onto your fingertips or make fists. And then if you'd like, you can tuck your back toes under, lift that knee. Nice job. Great. So let's come into a simple seated twist. You can go ahead and sit on your blanket and sit with your legs crossed. Breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. Breathe out, turn to one side. Lower your arms, the back arm, bring it close to you and push into your fingers. Look behind you if that feels okay. And you'll know if this is right by how much you can breathe in. So take a breath in, exhale. Start to bring your head back, reach your arms out and up overhead, untwisting your whole body here. Take a breath in, maybe reach your arms up, look up, and come back to neutral. We'll turn to the other direction. Lower your arms, look behind you if you'd like. That back hand is close to you and you're pushing into it. Try to relax your inner thighs. Relax your face. Take one more breath here. Good. Bring your head around. Reach your arms out and up overhead. Look up and lower your arms. So from here, make your way onto your back. So one of the things that I really like to do when I lie down on my yoga mat is to use a blanket under me, and it just feels a lot more cozy and comfortable. So if you would like to do that, I encourage you to try it. So once you're settled here on your back, go ahead and close your eyes, bend your knees. We'll just rest here for a moment. So this first exercise we'll do is to start to hug your right knee, your right leg into your body. And you can hold behind your hamstring and hug it in. And this is one option, is to just keep it hugged in like this. Let it go out to the side. Maybe kind of rock a little bit. Okay. The next thing is to flex your right foot, cross your ankle over your left thigh, and then reach your hands on either side of your left thigh and hug this in. So either side of this left thigh can hold again behind your hamstring or maybe in front of your knee. As you're resting here and stretching, relax your jaw. Sometimes it's nice to rock side to side. And your breath is natural. Let's take one more breath. And go ahead and release your hands, place your feet down, and we'll do the other side. So left leg comes in, and you can hold in front of the knee or behind the hamstring. And this might be your pose for the day. The other option is to flex that left foot, cross your ankle over your thigh, reach your hands on either side of your right thigh, hug it in. Again, your breath is natural. Try to relax your face, your shoulders, maybe a little rock side to side. Maybe you want to hold in front of your shin. But if there's any straining of your upper body when you do that, go ahead and bring your head back down to the ground. Tuck your chin a little bit, relax your shoulders, and readjust how deeply you're working with your hip and low body in this stretch. Let's take another breath here. All right. And release. Rest for a moment. And then I'll invite you to bring your hands to your low belly. When you breathe into your hands. Breathe out. Breathe in again into your hands. And breathe out. This is option one, to just continue to breathe here, hands on low belly, in and out, letting your belly rise and fall. Another option is to align your knees with your hips, knees stay bent, and then you'll breathe in, belly rises, and you'll lift your pelvis up off of the ground. Exhale, lower down. You can keep your hands here on your low belly or bring them to your side, but try to do this and not move your head to turn to look to the side. So you want to keep your head from moving to either side. Breathe in, pelvis lifts. Breathe out, moving one vertebra at a time. Okay, let's do one more, either lifting of the pelvis or a deep breath into the low belly. And relax here. Nice work. Okay, so we'll get set up now for a relaxation. And you can do this in so many different positions. You can just lie flat here. Knees can be bent. You can straighten your legs out. If you have a bolster or blanket that you want to put under your knees, feel free to do that. You're also welcome to cover your eyes here or cover yourself with a blanket. Go ahead and get as comfortable as you can get. Let your breath be natural. So, this relaxation exercise will allow you to integrate and consolidate the benefits of all of the exercises in this sequence. It will help to quiet your mind, restore your energy, balance your nervous system, ease strain on your heart, and just allow for deep and relaxed breathing. In this practice, your awareness will move systematically from head to toe, and then from the toes back up to the head. You'll soften each area of your body and release any tension as you maintain smooth, even, and natural breathing. As you're resting here, lengthen through your spine and neck. Relax and breathe. Draw your shoulder blades together and down your back. Notice your breath becoming smoother, deeper, and more even. And focus your attention on each of the following areas: the crown of your head, your forehead and temples, eyebrows, eyelids, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks and jaw, mouth and chin, the hollow of your throat, and the tops of your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, lower arms into your wrists, hands, and each finger and fingertip. Bring your awareness back up your arms, up to your shoulders, and then down into your chest, your ribs, heart, lungs, your upper abdomen, your solar plexus, your lower abdomen, your hips, thighs, knees, shins and ankles, tops of your feet, and each toe. Bring your awareness to the bottoms of your feet, and then up the backs of your legs. Relax your glutes, your low back, your mid and upper back. Backs of your shoulders, the back of your neck. Relax the back of your head, the crown of your head, and let your awareness rest at the base of your nose. Give yourself permission to relax here for as long as you'd like. When you're ready, start to deepen your breath, letting your belly rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. And gently bend your knees, roll over to one side, and rest here on this side for a few moments. Start to roll up one vertebra at a time and come up into a seated position. Whatever feels good for you works. Sit up tall, be relaxed, and try joining your thumbs and your pointer fingers together. Bring your focus back to the breath, moving in and out through your nose. And sit here for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for practicing the sequence for well-being with me. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I would love to hear from you and let you know how this practice went for you. Thank you.